Okay. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whoever and wherever you are. This is Coach Lee, and we're working on speech anxiety in all its forms. And we're talking with AISHWARYA. Say howdy, Ash.
Hi, Coach Lee.
And she is from California. And Tamil is her first language. And she has a BA and an MA in electrical engineering, which sounds like very difficult stuff to me. And she started stuttering when she was 9, when a teacher slapped her for not doing her homework. And now I tell her that she stutters, I will slap her for stuttering. So she's very, very concerned about that. And well, she should be. And so she's characterized herself as severe. Um, when she wrote the answers to this questionnaire, she's saying she had 40% bad incidents, mainly with groups, strangers, and job interviews, and mostly blocks, some grimaces, and body stuff. And she uh, is a member of our program, of course, and she comes to SAM meetings, which is very good. And I think she does some practice sessions too. Is that true? You do some practice
Yes,
sessions?
Coach. Yeah, I have
Oh,
been attending practice sessions with
all right. So,
Pratyusha and
and
Danny.
are you being coached by somebody else too?
No,
Oh,
no,
you're not?
it's only
Okay.
you. No.
I didn't know. Some people are. I think 0409. So, um, all right. So now, let's see here. Um, okay. So let's see. We talked in March, and in the middle of March, she reported that she'd had bad incidents all week, blocked on many words through our session. As a matter of fact, she blocked on a lot of words at time, and we worked on inserting another word, and we worked on linking.
Yes, and
And
also add energy and passion.
yeah, and then we talked in early April, and she'd only had one bad incident all week, which was in a job interview. So we drilled some of the crutches and speech plans and smiling and worked on the message. And so here we are, April 9th. So tell me, can you remember when your last bad incident was?
No, Coach. So, I spoke to my doctor on phone, and I also interacted in the Costco grocery store. So I did not have any bad incident.
Excellent. And so, in general, how are you feeling about your conversations throughout the day? How are you feeling about it?
I feel very confident, Coach. Like whenever I open my mouth, I just think all word as one and smile. So it is my pattern I'm following for the past 2 weeks. Like whenever I just open my mouth to say something, I'll be like, okay, all word as one, and then smile and smile.
So you're doing it. Now, I would like to add,
Okay.
I want you to be
Hmm.
an actress. I want you to be, I want you to be on the stage, and I want you to emote, to evoke positive joy in everything you say. I want you to be committed, over the top, joyful to speak.
Okay.
We're the only creatures on the planet that can do it. We need to celebrate it every day. Everything you say is about message. It's how can Ash say it in a more appealing, exciting, joyful way? Can you talk to me and say
Show
things
that.
like that to me? Can you do that with that beautiful smile? Can you do that?
Yes, coach, I can. I mean, I have one interview in few hours. I'm planning to speak in the same way. I love to attend job interviews. I love to speak. So,
I want to have a conversation with you now
okay.
in which you demonstrate,
Mhm.
as I am trying to do, that you're thinking the message and smiling the entire time that you speak to me. That's
Okay,
what I
coach.
want you to think.
Okay.
The message. How can you say it more joyfully? So, my question is, tell me how you're going to do this.
Okay. So, coach, can I explain how my week
Yes,
was
of course.
in this way? Okay. Last week, I had a chance to talk with few of my school friends after almost 8 years. Yeah. And they are my high school friends. And when we had a group call, they all were astonished. They were like, "Is this you?" Before, yeah, before in all these gatherings, I never open my mouth. Even they all will be, Ash, speak something, say something, be in the group, interact. Then I'll be like, yes, no. I'll just nod my head and I won't utter even a word. I'll just say everything in action. But now they all were like, is this you? How you have became like this? And I said, yeah, yes, it's all because of my guru, Coach Lee.
I love it. I love it. It's all about the message. You and I want to be possessed by our message. Only positive messages. Negative messages, we need to clean up and convert them into positive thoughts.
Yes,
Then,
Coach, yeah. Sometimes I go back to my past and rewind all those bad incidents. I mean, oh, at that time I was unable to speak and all those. And then I'll be like, okay, I will just erase off all those and fill it with positive thoughts.
exactly, exactly. I love it. And you know, it's what the game is
Mhm.
now. Instead of avoiding speaking, as you just said, you did most of your life, and most stutterers do the same thing. I did it too. Um, you're doing the reverse. You want to speak, you want to share your positive thoughts, you want to have fun speaking. And you need to think about the message and how to say it in a more convincing way. Possessed by the message and saying it, in a more convincing way. All words as one, yes, of course. But now we're saying, how can I say it in a more positive,
Positive.
passionate way? Positive, passionate way. We're
Yes, coach.
adding
Yeah. Even
to
in interviews, like I'm smiling so that I forget about my speech at all. So last week I had one interview. I didn't inform my interviewer that stutter. So have some patience to listen to me. I mean, it was my sentence always. Like I'll just introduce myself and I say, like, hi, I stutter. Please have patience to listen to me. But it's been 1 month. I'm not saying this to anybody now. I feel so happy about it.
I love it. I love it. I love it. Uh,
Thank you, coach. Yeah, it's all because of you.
well, bless your heart. I just want you to have the life that you can and should have. That's what it's all about. Let me make a note here. Urging, um, think, um, message, passion, joy, delivery. That's it. I'm trying to find a way to say that in the fewest words. Um,
Coach, I have one question. So
yeah.
I'm saying like 4 words stop, 4 to 5 words stop. And again, if I starting another word, I'm stuck. So at that time, uh, do you suggest something like some of the crutch that I could use there? I mean, say after I utter 4 or 5 words and stop, and again restarting at that time, I'm having an issue. Sometimes it's not
But you
always.
can always, you can always, the thing about it is when you're stuck on a word, it's always only one word, one syllable, one letter. That's
Yeah.
it. That means every other word every other syllable every other letter you can say. So what you can't do is you can't force the word that's the problem. So you got to say some other word. And crutches 1 through 8 give you a lot of options. I mean, if you simply say well or so or and connect it to that word, that'll work. Or if you put in a sound,
Yes, coach.
oh,
Yeah,
my
I'm
name,
like, and
Lee's
then
my
I'm
name,
starting.
Ash is my name. I mean, you put in a sound, that'll work.
Okay.
Um, so that's crutch 4. If you
Yeah.
modulate it, if you go high or low, um, if I'm in this voice register, when somebody says, "What's your name?" I say Lee. I come up or I go down Lee. Um, Ash. Down is the least noticeable. I can also crutch 7. I can whisper what I can't say in almost all cases.
Yes, coach.
That
Yeah.
that one word or syllable,
Yes.
I can whisper it.
Okay.
Metaphysics.
I'll
Um, let's see, Singapore,
spur or just
Switzerland,
jam it with or well. So okay. Yeah.
or if you whisper it, a form of whispering it or saying it in a very soft voice, um, AISHWARYA. I just did the first syllable in a soft, low, whispered type voice.
Yes, coach. I tried to use crutch 1, but it's very hard for me to skip the first letter of the word. I mean, it's not. I'm not getting used to crutch 1, but
Well,
all others, yes, I am able to. But crutch 1,
uh,
I tried to use it, but it felt hard. Uh, using it in
I'll
my
do it.
conversation.
I'm looking at some text here.
Okay.
My notes about you. Feeling confident about speech, inking all words as one, urge message and smiling, urge ink, message, passion, joy, delivery. I'm skipping a lot of first letters, and
Yes.
I don't need to do that many. I'm just showing it. It's kind of like I can rop the erst, eder, ost, urge, and ends and eat right on awking, and you can ill understand I a, even though I ound a bit unny, is it at rue? You know, I wouldn't talk that way, but I can if I want to. So it does work. And look, you're just doing it for one word, you know,
Mm-hmm.
but you can always say any other words. I mean, if you put in, Crutch 6 says rephrase or change the thought,
Mm-hmm.
but rephrasing it, and Crutch 5 says tell a story about the word. If you simply put in a few a parenthetical word or two, that's Crutch 4, of course, well, so, or and. But anything you want to say, I meant to say blah, 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 blah. What I wanted to say was so, 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 so. You know, if I put in 2 or 3 words, that's another way to do it. You say, well, it's a little bit awkward. It takes time. It throws me off track. Well, it doesn't have to throw you off track, but it's something you can do. But again, I'm trying to get you to do something that is it's a longer term and better solution, and it's such a happy one, and that's thinking the message, really being
Last
possessed
week
by
you
your message. If
asked me
you're
to.
possessed by your message, you're not going to block or repeat. You're not going to do it.
Yes,
If
coach.
you're
Sometimes if
doing,
I
go ahead.
plan my words and then only, yeah, I'm blocking
Look,
on.
you're talking to me and having no appearance of stuttering. You come to SAM meetings and talk most of the time, and you should always talk when you're
Okay,
there.
coach. Yes, yeah,
And you
I will.
do, and when you talk, you sound totally normal to anyone there. Nobody there would think you were a stutterer to hear you talk at Sam. Nobody.
Yes, coach.
Nobody.
I just once I spoke, but I have to. I mean,
Whatever it is
practice
you
was there.
say, you don't sound like a stutterer, that's for sure. So I mean,
Thank you, coach. It's all
you're tricking
because of you.
everybody
It's
there.
all because of you. I mean, when I just came for the first time, I was stuttering like anything.
um, but the answer, how do you get to this till it's easy?
Mhm.
It's the more you do it, the easier it gets. The more you talk under pressure, the easier it is to talk under pressure. The more job interviews you have, the better you do job interviews. It's with everything in life. But when you're thinking message and you're thinking how to say it like you mean it,
Mhm.
say it like you mean it.
Okay.
You need nothing else than that. When you master that, you are done, and you will be speaking better than most of your friends, if not all of them. You will be.
Thank you, coach.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. Maybe it will take 1 or 2 more months to
Who knows? Don't
completely.
worry
Yeah.
about that. That's irrelevant. Just take life a day at a time. Every life, today is the day that counts. There are no other days. This is the day. What is it? The Bible says, this is the day the Lord hath made. Rejoice and be glad in it. This is the day. Well, that's the only day. And you're doing it today. You're having fun today. You're not waiting for anything.
Yeah.
You're gonna say it like you mean it. Oh
Yes,
yeah.
coach. Yeah. Yes.
And you're gonna use that $1 million smile and blind them. They'll need eclipse glasses to look at your smile, or you'll burn out their retinas.
Okay. Thanks for your compliment, coach.
You know I'm telling you the truth. So, message.
Focus on the message.
Boy,
Say it
boy.
like you mean it.
Exactly. Say it
Say it
like you
like you
mean
mean
it.
it.
Say it. Say it like you mean it.
Okay,
Think.
coach. Yeah, my week 8, April 9th. Okay. If I'm stuck and while restarting another sentence, I can add well, so, and all, and I can as well rephrase it, or I can whisper, or I can go high, low, low, high.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay.
And all of these things are good to remember, but when you think, say it like I mean it, you don't need any of those. You
Okay.
won't need them. You won't.
Coach, sometimes I have jaw jerk, like if I'm very like forcing a word or something like that, I'm uh like this. So I'm very cautious about it, but it
There's no need
happens
to be
sometimes. Okay.
cautious. There's no need now. That's the old Ash.
Okay.
That's the new Ash is fluent. The new Ash loves to speak. The new Ash can't wait to speak. And she's becoming one of the best speakers she knows very fast. That's what's going on here.
Thank you, coach. Yeah, even I wish to help PWS like me. I mean, so
I love to. I love it. It's so much fun. So much fun. To
yes,
think
it
of the
is.
old Ash struggling with her words. No, no, we don't do
No,
that.
coach, I'm not struggling with any of those M words, P words. I'm not.
You love them all. Those are your
I
favorite
love
words
all
now.
those words,
Oh,
and
I
I
love
love
those
job
words.
interviews.
Oh, mine were L's and R's and W's. I love them. Lee, love it. Richard, Richards, and William, Williamson. I love them all. Oh, they're my favorite ones. I really come out of my shell for those. I can't wait for those. Oh, it's such a joy. Wow. I missed. Oh, those were the bad old days. I don't do that. No, this is the good times now. So, you want to read something to me?
Yes, coach. So I would love to read the poem which Pratyusha read in the SAM meeting. Can I
Okay, which
read
one
that?
was that? Which
It
one did
is
she read?
Silent Words by Alan
Oh,
Pritchard.
I love that. I love that. That's one of my favorites. Go
Okay,
ahead. Go ahead and read it.
okay. I will try to add passion. See if I'm doing it okay, coach. Silent Words by Alan Pritchard. Behind the smiles, behind the tears are silent words that no one hears. Conversation well thought out, but censored through my pain and doubt. So much of who is really me that most will never chance to see. From thoughts to words, there is compromise, and speech becomes an enterprise. Stuttering is not my choice. I really have a lovely voice, but words too often bond with red. Bond. Yeah, I just skipped D. And then so much is left unsaid. I know quite well what I would say. Thought it meant not always sound that way. If you judge me by my speech alone, the laws you face will be your own. There is much more to me that meets the ear. There is someone special living here.
Good, good. All right, now that was good. Now, but what I want you to do
Mhm.
is commit yourself
Okay.
to the message fully. When you commit yourself fully to the message, there will be no problem with any word. But you have to do it. It's like swimming. You can't swim if you're standing on the side of the pool with one foot in the water, or with you're sitting on the side of the pool with both legs in the water, but you're not in the water. You got to get in the water all the way. And you were like mostly in the water, but you weren't 100% in the water. You were still holding on to the side of the pool, and I don't want you to hold on to the side of the pool. I want you to forget that and be in the water and enjoy the water.
Okay,
So I
coach.
want you to say, I want you to, I'll read the line and then you say it after me, and say it with as much or more passion than I do.
Okay, coach.
Behind the smiles, behind the tears,
Behind the smiles, behind the tears,
are silent words that no one hears.
are silent words that no one hears.
Conversations well thought out,
Conversations well thought out,
but censored through my pain and doubt.
but censored through my pain and doubt.
So much of who is really me
So much of who is really me
that most will never chance to see.
that most will never chance to see.
All right, now read that stanza by yourself to me.
Okay, coach. Behind the smiles, behind the tears, are silent words that no one hears. Conversations well thought out, but censored through my pain and doubt. So much of who is really me that most will never chance to see.
Okay, okay, that was better. Did you enjoy that more reading it that way?
Yes. Yes,
Okay,
coach. Yeah.
okay, okay. Let's do the next stanza. From thoughts to words, there's compromise.
From thoughts to words, there's compromise,
And speech becomes an enterprise.
and speech becomes an enterprise.
Stuttering is not my choice.
Stuttering is not my choice.
I really have a lovely voice.
I really have a lovely voice,
But words too often bond with dread.
but words too often bond with dread,
And then so much is left unsaid.
and then so much is left unsaid.
Good. Now read me that stanza.
Okay. From thoughts to words, there is compromise, and speech becomes an enterprise. Stuttering is not my choice. I really have a lovely voice, but words too often bond with dread, and then so much is left unsaid.
Good. I know quite well what I would say,
I know quite well what I would say,
though it may not always sound that way.
though it may not always sound that way.
If you judge me by my speech alone,
If you judge me by my speech alone,
the loss you face will be your own.
the loss you face will be your own.
There's much more to me than meets the ear.
There is much more to me that meets the ear.
There's someone special living here.
There is someone special living here.
Very good. Now read me that stanza.
I know quite well what I would say, though it may not always sound that way. If you judge me by my speech alone, the loss you face will be your own. There is much more to me that meets the ear. There is someone special living here. Thank
Brilliant.
you, coach.
Now, look, I would say, in addition to thinking,
Mhm.
say it like you mean it.
Okay.
In addition to that, I think say it like you mean it. What I'm trying to analyze my own, what my mind is doing when I'm doing this.
Mhm.
Um, it's doing that. Say it like you mean it. That's number one. But I'm also thinking, as I do it, pronunciation. I'm thinking both.
Pronunciation.
Because
Yeah.
in order to say it like I mean it,
Mhm.
I must pronounce everything clearly.
Yeah. Yes, coach.
So
True.
the undercurrent is pronunciation. The dominant thought is, can I say it like I mean
Mean
it?
it.
But I must pronounce clearly. Now, when I fill my mind, evil cannot enter, stuttering cannot enter a mind already full. Your mind, when you're thinking, say it like you
You
mean it,
mean it.
Ash, and pronounce everything, Ash.
Okay,
The
coach.
mind is
Sure, I
full.
will.
Look, there is not a word in the world that you can't say and say well. It doesn't exist. It's never been created and it never will. You can say them all. That's not, words are, they've never been the problem. It's what you've thought about them that's a problem. The words are
Yes,
your
coach.
friends. You love
Yeah.
words. I love words. You love words. It's fun to know words and say them. It's a joy. We're blessed by being able to do it, to have words. And
Yeah.
you're not going to have a problem with it. Those days are over. You're finished with that. You're
Yes, coach.
possessed with your message, with you're saying it like you mean it, and you're going to pronounce everything like you're going to knock the ball right out of the park. Bang! Whoosh,
Yeah.
it's going right out of the park.
Yes, coach. Yeah. I feel that I'm improving.
Of
I mean,
course
it
you are.
is giving me confidence and okay, even I can speak. Yeah, even I can interact
You
with everyone. It's not that I can only talk to my family, but yeah, I can talk to anybody the
exactly.
same
And
way.
you're
Yeah.
not only going to do it, you're going to do it extremely well.
Thank you, coach.
Yeah. You're going to jump from the very rear of the group to the front. One jump. One jump. Because you're analyzing it, you're using your mind, and you're taking advantage of your mind.
Yes, coach. So nowadays I'm able to find my mistakes, like where I am going wrong. So I'm able to catch my mistakes and working on it. So before I was unable to, but now I'm able to catch my, okay, I'm focusing on these words and I should not plan those words and I should speak just as it comes.
One of the things that I'm doing is trying to get a school, a college, a university to look at our program and admit that what we do is real, that we're not pretending anything.
Yes, coach.
And
True.
Bermuda College,
Mhm.
I've got them interested in doing something. And they've asked me, can you come up with 12 of your students that we could monitor what they're done and what they're doing?
Mhm.
And I said, I can try. You know, everybody has a different attitude about it. I think that mainly they want to watch or listen to what goes on and maybe ask some questions themselves too, you know, have their own private session. I don't know. Um, would you be willing to help us with that?
Yes, coach. Definitely.
Because nobody believes us, Ash.
Yes, coach. Yeah, even initially when I took my speech therapies in San Jose State University, uh, they said it is, I mean, I will have my speech impediment until I am alive. So I have to accept that. I have to
Until
accept
you're
that.
dead, as long as you're alive, until
As
you're
long,
dead. Yeah,
yeah.
and you know that's another reason I wanted you to be one of the people because you've had a university write a lot of stuff about your case, and it's just not true.
Yes,
And
coach.
if
Yeah.
you come to SAM meetings and you shine, you know, you pay attention and you say something, and there's no sign of anything. You
Yeah.
think there's always a sign somehow, I think, but there's not.
Initially, I had hesitation, like whether I will blink my eyes or jerk will
But
happen
you know
and what
something,
others think. But now
the thing
I'm
is,
comfortable.
you know, even if you blink your eyes on occasion or stumble on a word, nobody cares and nobody notices, and that's not what they think of you as. That's
Yes,
not, you're
coach.
not doing it enough times to make anybody go, oh, she has a problem. No, you're not.
Yes, coach. Yeah. It took me so much time to understand that. Like nobody cares who I am. It's me.
I
I'm
mean,
just judging myself.
the, you know, your speech has improved so much that people who don't know you, your past, don't identify you as having a problem. That's what I'm trying to say. Whatever it is, whatever mistakes you make, yes, you make some mistakes. So what?
Yes,
So
coach.
what?
So
Forget them.
initially, if someone calls me, I will attend the phone, and to say hello itself, it will take 5 to 10 seconds, and they will be like, "Hello, are you there? Are you there?" I'm like, "I am there, but I'm unable to utter a word hello." But now I am able to say immediately hello and yeah, ask like, "May I know who is this?" Or
Exactly. I mean, there's so many things you can do. Like you can say hello without the H. Hello.
Hello. Yeah. Yes, coach.
Good or good morning. Good afternoon. Good
Yes, coach.
evening.
Yeah.
Come on. Think message. You're into it.
Coach,
Give them
after
all
I
you got.
started,
Your best shot. Give them your best shot. Look, stuttering is nothing more than holding back. You're not going to do it anymore. It's that simple. You're
yes,
not
coach.
holding back. You're going to do the reverse. You're
Mhm.
going to put yourself 100% committed.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yes, coach. So it is all belief. Like initially I thought, okay, it will stay with me whatever I do. I mean, even if I just practice for hours together, I just thought, okay, it will stay with me. Then why I have to put so much effort in it? And then after I started coaching with you, then I know that okay, it is just a psychological thing. It is just a habit.
It's all it is.
Yeah, it's
It's a
just a
habit.
habit. So
It's a habit of
if I
worrying.
unlearn this, and then I can speak with anybody.
You know what? I've said this. I've said this at some of our meetings. Henry Ford, the guy who invented the automobile, one of his famous lines was, "When I say I can or I can't, I'm right. When you say I can speak or I can't, you're right.
Yeah,
You're right. So am I.
it is
And
how we
I don't say
take
I
it.
can't
Yeah,
because I know that I can.
I can.
So I'm not going to say I can't. But for you had to begin somewhere with stopping thinking that what these people have told you is not true.
Yes,
And you
coach.
demonstrate it every time we talk. You demonstrate it at SAM meetings in front of 30 strangers.
Yeah,
That's pretty good proof, if you ask me.
yes, coach. Definitely. Yep.
And you're just getting started. I want you to, it, when you read a poem like this or anything else, I want you to, throw open your arms and embrace it like somebody you love. Take it in, enjoy it, and let yourself out. You have nothing to hold back.
Yeah.
You're not hurting anybody.
So
You
true.
don't have any evil
Yes.
thoughts in there.
Hmm.
Let it all out. Share it. Go for it. Life is short. Today is the only day that matters, and you're fluent today.
Yeah. Yes, coach. With all this confidence, I'm going to attend my interview in next 1 hour.
You're gonna knock the ball out of the park. Okay, I should go, but
Thank you, coach. Thank you for being with me in this journey.
I love it. You're a joy. You're a joy to help, and but I insist that you match and exceed my oratorical skills, whatever they are. I insist that you stay in this program until you do so,
Yes, coach.
or
Definitely. I
I'll
can.
have to
I will.
swat you. I'll have to come wherever you live in and give you a spanking. All right, all right. I'll see you Saturday.
Coach, yeah, I'm up for the Bermuda universities. If they have to monitor me or anything,
Oh,
I'm
thank
up
you
for
so
it.
much. I'm gonna let them know that. I'm gonna
If,
send them a link to this video and say this young lady has volunteered to be a subject in your program.
okay. Yes, coach.
Thanks so
Okay.
much.
Thank
Talk
you.
soon, honey. Bye
Sure.
bye.
See you on Sam. Bye.
Take care.